Good morning, Pottery peeps. Okay, day 2, kiln unloading for the studio sale, which is tomorrow. Big day today, lots and lots to do. But I'm excited. Finally, after those of you who've been following along know about the car accident that messed up my shoulder, finally feeling like myself again. I still have limitations, of course. I guess it'll take another 3 months to be where I was on this shoulder before the accident, but I should be able to start throwing. I just haven't had time. So let's go ahead and find out what else we have in Bavmorda. And I did not get pictures on the video that I uploaded. Oh God, I think it was 1 this morning. I've had 3 hours of sleep and a pot of coffee. So I'll probably be talking really fast, but I am excited to getting back to me, to finding, what I love doing. I absolutely love being a potter and doing all the pottery things. Speaking of that, I really want to address what's happened with Helene and all the potters that have been affected. Mud Tools, they've lost their business. So many other potters. I haven't heard, and maybe if you have, if Matthew Kelly is okay. In fact, I'm drinking out of one of his mugs. I know he's in Seagrove, which isn't Asheville, but it's close. It's in that area. That area is rich with potters. The soil is rich with clay, and potters have been there for hundreds of years. And I've been to Asheville. Absolutely love Asheville. It was my favorite. We did this road trip, and it was my favorite town on the road trip there by the Blue Mountains, and my heart just breaks for all of those affected. So sending out lots of love, healing thoughts if you can help. There's lots of different organizations that are set up to help, but get those potters back. It's just devastating and so very sad. My heart breaks for them having lost the ability, nothing like that of course, but physically lost the ability to do pottery with the last few years and what's happened, just fighting to get back to it. I can't even imagine what they're going through, what all the people are going through, and those that have lost their loved ones too. Okay, let's unload a kiln and see what we got, and maybe have all of those affected by Helene in the back of your mind, and see what we can do to help as a pottery community. We're so helpful. All the potters I've met, just the most helpful people, and I would really like to see what we can do. Even small things could mean a lot. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get some more coffee. It might be a 2-pot coffee day. We got to clean the studio today and price everything and start setting things up. But we're in good shape. I think we're in better shape for a studio sale than I've been in a while, which is cool. All right, let's get you set up. This will not be as long as yesterday's video because there's not as much stuff. Everything's kind of spread out, and there's not as much stuff in here as there was in Sorsha. All right, so the top shelf here is Mickey by Nightcraft Co. I do believe this speckled clay or speckled B-mix, and this is Coastal Blue. Look at all of those beautiful pinks coming through. And I'm a little bit interested. This is not a slow cool. Bavmorda is old. She's in her, oh God, she might be approaching her 50s. Definitely mid 40s. But so it's just a cone setter. So when it hits temperature, the cone goes off and it shuts off. There's no way, unless I'm out here to hold the button in, there's no way to do a hold. Definitely no way to do a slow cool. So I'm kind of interested to see how things are doing. But this turned out beautiful. Another one of her chip and dip bowls. And this is done with the sky celadons, the marigold. I think this is the flamingo. It's interesting, this is frost porcelain. We did a test tile and it came out glossy, but it is coming out satin matte. I wonder if there's not enough, if it's not mixed enough in the bucket, or if not enough glaze on it, if the glaze is too thin. So we'll have to investigate that. All right, so here's some wine cups that she's, actually I don't know if they're wine cups or if they're planters. Black with raspberry mist, and she's glazed the whole thing, and we've put them up on stilts. And this is the pitch black by Clayscapes. Those actually turned out super cool. Okay, we're gonna try this angle. I'm having lots of issues with the light coming in my door. I like you to be able to see what's coming up, but we'll have to see how this goes. These are, I think, Mickey, Nightcraft Co. A lot of this stuff in here is hers. Mine's a little further down. She has filmed how she's done these. I'm not sure which one goes to which, but she's hand painted all the ghosts. You just got to see the ghosts. So these are done with underglazes. I think it's wasabi. Amaco's wasabi on the inside, but she's hand painted. It's got a bone handle, and then she's hand painted all the ghosts. Aren't they cute? I love that one with its little, its little hands coming up. It's like, oh no. And then her saucer is tombstones. She's cut all the, thrown on the wheel, and then she's gone back and cut all the tombstones out. Isn't that cool and clever? And she's got at least 3 of these. This one's got to go with this one. I just got to show you. And she's hand painted all of this with the trees and done the ombre effect. She did this, a lot of the stuff I showed you yesterday. I did the underglazes in the greenware. And she's done the underglazes and the ombre effect in the bisqueware. So it can be done both ways. So, but she hand painted all of this, and this one has its saucer. So it's a graveyard with all the tombstones. So yeah, you're gonna want to follow her channel. I'll put it up, Mickey Helmer. I'll also link it, because she's doing some really cool stuff over there. And she's much better when it comes to the editing and the tech side of YouTube than I am. You know, she grew up in the tech industry. I mean, heck, I didn't even have a computer until I went to college, and then that was the size of a suitcase. All right. Yeah, and she's and wasabi again on the inside. And then her tombstones. Again, I don't know if this is the right one that goes with this one, or if it's one of the others. But how cool is this? Spooktacular to have your morning coffee out of one of these. Oh, they're just gorgeous. And then she's done a spoon rest in her stars and her clouds and stars with the why can't I think of it? Sky and marigold. Celadons. Jeez. Do you ever have brain stutters like that? Just, you know the word, you use it all the time, and you just can't find it. Okay. I am so excited about the cats in this one. Okay, but before we get to them, let's go ahead and let's do some Christmas. Okay, let me just get them off of here and let's see what happens. These have been hanging around since last year. This is the Dutch sprinkle. It's probably, oh, I'm getting shadows. You know what? I wonder if let's see. Well, I can't set up a light. Do I have an outlet? I do. We're gonna see if we can set up a light. Okay, I set up a light. Hopefully this will help. I will take pictures. This kiln will get the pictures behind it that I didn't put on yesterday's kiln, or if you were up at 2 a.m. today. But this is the Dutch sprinkle, and it's a semi-gloss, and it's got little blue crystals that run, and it just, to me, looks like my idea of snow. It's bright, but there's movement. It's not just white. I really, really like it, and I use it a lot on snowy ornaments. Anyway, this is just an angel. These were done with stroke and coats, and that one's okay. This one's much more fun. This one wasn't done with snow. This one was done with sky, Emiko, and underglazes. Actually, no, stroke and coats. I did stroke and coats all on this. Black, Irish Luck, I think. Moody Blue, Ruby Slippers, and then one of the yellows, and then Tuxedo for the black. And the noses were Cherry Blossom. That's cute. That's very cute. Oh, the stamp is also one of Sharon Hoppy's. I have all her gnome stamps. And then these are done. I just put black in the birch trees. I did the Dutch sprinkle, and then I did the ruby slippers on the cardinal. And this is what winter looks like to me. This was what winter looked like growing up. So that's one of the reasons why I love this Dutch sprinkle. And this actually is a dippable, but I brushed it on. We have got more fortune cookies in here because they didn't all make the last kiln. And they're just a bunch of different celadons with underglazed transfers. Actually, oh, and there's some of Tess's stuff in here too. Naptime Potter. Let me get all these guys out. So just a bunch of random. It's a great way to use up her little bits of underglazed transfers. These were all done with clear. That was done. I believe that's the Wild Aster. Okay, so this is Naptime Potter by Tess. And this is cream with cactus. I wanted to decide to play with the cactus to see what would happen with the cream. Cream from Clayscapes is another one of my staples. We use it so much. This is cream and Autumn Purple by Spectrum. That is pretty. I love the feathering there. And because I only did one coat, just because it's Tess's, but she had to run back to the babies, so I finished these off for her. It was only one coat because there's not a lot of room, and Autumn Purple can run, and that's got possibilities. So this one is cream with the Jungle Gems ink spot. Been having a lot of fun with the ink spot. That's cool. Kind of looks like a seed pod, don't you think? Make a great little vase. With a white and black, I don't think you can go wrong. This little pumpkin of Tess's, done with just the cream and the Jungle Gems ink spot again. And we didn't know what that we're gonna do, so they've all been put up on cookies because I don't have adventure shelves in here. Another one by Tess, and I can hear it. It just needs to be. She threw this in one piece, so, and then cut the lid. It'll come off because I can hear it. And then it's just the melon for the pumpkin on top with, I think, wasabi for the stem, and just Clayscapes cream. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. No pinholing, no nothing. Actually, let me see. Yep. So, nice. Great job, Tess. This is Mickey's cream again. Clayscapes cranberry on the inside. And then a swipe of pearl white. That has major possibilities, especially coming into Christmas season. That, can you just imagine hot cocoa in a mug that looks like this? Beautiful. That's a great combination. Yeah, see, we've been spoiled with the advancer shelves. All right, so this one is mine. It's leftover plate. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. And I did the matte black by Mako on this, and then I did a swipe of indigo float, seaweed, and pearl white. I like the contrast. Vaughn Smith, Westcote Bell Pottery in Nova Scotia, has been doing a lot of landscape type, his version of landscape plates and dishes, and he's been using the matte black with the gloss, and I really like them. So wanted to see if I could get that same type of effect with the glazes I had. So I'll take that. But I'm super excited about what I'm looking at. Yesterday I talked about our black cat Faramir, actually Mickey's black cat Faramir, but we have Callie, who's also a calico, and she's a crazy cat. We, for the first couple of years of her life, we just called her Danger Kitty. She was feral. She was a trash cat. She literally was born next to a dumpster and caught in a trap by a business because she was eating pretzels at night because she was starving. She was super, super little. She actually is not very big now, and she is 6. But she's this beautiful calico, and she's just got the best personality. So these I did, got a little bit of Kiln wash on there. I did with glazes, not under glazes. And I did obsidian, I did orange gloss, pearl white, ancient jasper, and then over the orange gloss, I did one coat of desert dusk. And they are all different because calicos are all different. So I'm really pleased with that. And this is on B-Mix. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So those were all the same glazes. Oh, and then the eyes were done with marigold. And I actually did black underglaze for the eyes and just covered them with the marigold so that they'd be glossy. So I did use some underglazes. But I think I like the calicos better than the black cats. You know what? We're going to have to do all the cats. Oh, and the nose was done with the cherry blossom. Okay. I had a calico. Her name was Jinx, and she was a chimera to where her face was split, you know, and black on one side and then the color on the other. And we had her till she was 16 and a half. She was the best cat. If you haven't guessed by now, I'm a lover of animals, dogs, cats. I do tend to be more of a dog person than a cat person. Mainly because we're both, cats and me are fighting for the alpha position and I'm the alpha. All right. Let's see what we got down here. These ones have the rest of the butter dishes and also candy dish. Let me get all of the fortune cookies. I actually heard a story years and years ago about a guy asking a woman to marry him with a fortune cookie. You could do all sorts of little messages with fortune cookies. Personalized messages. All right. These are Mickey's. Spoon rest. You have been poisoned. And this goes with, oh, it's sitting right here. Because it was in yesterday's kiln. And this is the Himalayan Blue Poppy Celadon by Clayscapes. You have been poisoned. And then Skull and Crossbones. Just cracks me up. All right, so let's take this one first. So hopefully this did not. This is my candy dish instead of a butter dish. I've got some kiln wash on here. I'll have to get off. And then I did underglaze with underglaze transfers. And then this is Sharon Hoppy's stencil, which is my lid. And hopefully they did not fuse together. And I don't know if I want to. We'll see if we can get that off and I'll show it at the end of the video. I'd rather get it off with a wooden dowel than to pry a, sounds like it'll come off. But we'll pry it off with a wooden dowel. Or we'll tap it off. All right, oh, let's see. So another butter dish. This one I did not put up on a post. So I'm really hoping that it did not warp, and it didn't. Actually, does, no. Hold, please. Okay, success. So yesterday, this is the one for the witch that I had up on the post, and it works as the butter dish. So it works. So this one didn't warp enough. It warped a little, but not enough to impede the function to where the other one kind of did. It has a gap where it's up. And this is done on the speckle, which is why you can see all the little stars. And then, cool. So I have one that I can sell. And then this one, I actually have two. This one actually doesn't have a person wanting it. This is done on the frost porcelain. And I did the Beetlejuice inspired plate, and then I did the ombre effect with leftover pieces of transfers from Sandbow, and then I filled them in with just my paintbrush. But that's cool. I like that. And then the Beetlejuice. Ha! Nice. All right. Okay, that's it. Got everything glazed. no fails. Babmorda, you did good. She's not known for doing good, but she did good. If you know the story of Babmorda. She's an evil witch, sorceress. She's an evil sorceress. Anyway, yeah. No pinholes, no nothing, straight cone 5. And you did good. Pretty proud of this old kiln. I am going to go and take pictures of everything from yesterday. By the time I was finished unloading the kiln, I had students here, and then it was too dark. I couldn't take pictures. I tried, but too many shadows. So I'm going to attempt to do that now, and then I'll open up, get that lid off of the candy coffin that I made. And stay tuned. I don't know when we're gonna do a live with Sharon, and I'll show you how I made that with Sharon. Should be coming up this week, next week. So plenty of time for next season. Anyway, but I think just they're just awesome. I really like them. Anyway, Sharon's just amazing. I will leave you here. If you're in the area, studio sales tomorrow, 10 to 6, and we kind of show off, get to see the studio. It's just a really, really fun sale. It's my besides the art festival, this one's my favorite. Actually, this one probably is more my favorite than the art festival because I don't have to go anywhere. I just have to clean up, but I don't have to go anywhere. Everything's here. So no chance of breaking pottery. If you're in a place, put out a shingle, put out a sign, do a studio sale. You know, it falls underneath garage sale or yard sale, at least in my city, so I can do 2 a year. So that's what we're doing. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Get muddy, and we will see you in the next video.